everyone. Shalom and welcome to the 6th Women in Data Science Conference in Israel. My name is Nitzan Gado, a senior data scientist at Intuit and the WiDS ambassador, and I'm very excited to be standing here today. 3 years ago, which seems like ages ago, I attended my first WiDS conference. I wasn't a part of Intuit or of the conference team on that day, but I remember how much I enjoyed the interesting talks and discussions. This is my first year as a WiDS ambassador, and I had the honor to be a part of a trio together with Noah Altman Eyal, who is a data science manager, and Or Basson, who is a staff data scientist. Noah and Or are both in the crowd today as they are on maternity leave after creating the next generation of data scientists. We all work for Intuit, who has been sponsoring WiDS TLV for the past 6 years. Intuit is a 40-year-old fintech company with over 17,000 employees around the world and well-known products such as QuickBooks and Intuit with tens of millions of users. For those of you who are new here, WiDS started as a one-day conference in Stanford University in 2015 with 3 main goals: to inspire women to join or stay the data science field, to educate everyone by highlighting fantastic women and their technical craft, and to support women around the world. Today, WiDS is a global movement with hundreds of regional events around the world, most of which take place during or around International Women's Day. This year, alongside our event, there are WiDS events in Hiroshima, Trinidad, New York, Alexandria, and more. As expected, many people attend WiDS events all around the world, and specifically here in Tel Aviv. During the last 6 years, over 1,500 people have attended WiDS conference in Tel Aviv. So, who are you? Our audience today includes people from across the industry of technology in Israel and the top academic institutes. You work at the largest company as well as innovative startups. We also know, that some of you are looking for their next career challenge. For those of you who are now looking, we added green stickers near the welcome booth, and we invite you to place them on your tag. If you are looking for new colleagues, look for those with the green sticker, and you can find them here today. And to get to know you in some numbers, over 80% of you here today are data scientists. Other than data scientists, we have here experienced data science product managers, algorithm researchers, data software engineers, and even one researcher who studies the relationship between art and technology. You are an extremely educated audience here, with over 60% of you holding advanced degrees. Also, over a third of you have attended previous WiDS events. Please raise your hand if you're in this group. That's amazing to see. Welcome back. And to all of you who are new here, we are happy to welcome you into our community. Our community allows us to learn from other people, connect with fellow data scientists, and inspire women to shine. I invite you to use today to meet at least 3 people who can help you achieve those goals. And as we are the Israeli chapter of WiDS, we should talk about what Israelis do best, which is of course arguing. Just kidding. It is definitely about having an amazing sense of community. The Israeli tech industry has inspirational communities with tens of thousands of members, united under a joint cause, a field of interest, or a profession. Being a part of a strong community can help you move your career forward and improve yourself, especially while overcoming challenges. For me personally, 2 communities have influenced me the most. The first is the Baot community, Israel's largest community of experienced women in software engineering and data science. I think we can clap now, yes. I joined Baot during my master's studies. At this point, I wasn't familiar with the tech industry and didn't yet have the ability to translate my knowledge and abilities into a profession. The Baot community helped me grow into who I am today professionally, and more importantly, to never feel alone during this process. When I was looking for my first job, I was having a mentor from the Baot community, and later on, after I already had my job, I became a mentor and helped others achieve their role in the data science communities. And other than that, the Baot community provides an arsenal of different programs that are central to any woman who is starting their career or well into their career. The second community is the NLPIL community. It's a relatively new community, but it already has 2,500 members. I love NLP very much, and this is why I enjoy the extremely insightful content in this community and the monthly meetups. I even had the chance to speak in one of them. So it can help you if you're interested in NLP or if you have any issues related to NLP. I really recommend joining them. So one of the best things you can do when being a part of a community is to give back to the community. You can do it by volunteering, by donating your knowledge and expertise, or by donating money to a cause that is meaningful to you. For the second year in a row, we are proud to give back to the community. Intuit has decided to donate all the money collected from the conference to the Michal Sela Forum, an organization dedicated to saving lives and combating domestic violence through innovation and technology. So you already did something good today. I'm proud to invite Lily Ben-Ami, the CEO of the Michal Sela Forum, to the stage.
Thank you very much, Nitzan, and thank you, everyone, for the very generous donation for Michal Sela Forum. This is the second year, so thank you. It's so exciting that this organization chose us. I have 10 minutes, and what I'm going to do in these 10 minutes to tell you one word very shortly about the story, the NGO, and 3 startups that was born in our work. Maybe can be interesting for you, and maybe there will be collaborations. So my name is Lily Ben-Ami. I'm 43, from Moshav Bet Zayit. I'm the oldest in my family. We are 6. And 3.5 years ago, my sister Michal, she's 8 years younger than me. She was 32. She was murdered in her own home by her husband, Eliran Malul, in front of their baby daughter, that she was only 8 months old. She was breastfeeding. Michal was a social worker. She loved life. She was so strong, stronger than me. She was loved. She was top in her class. In the Hebrew University, she graduated the master's degree in social work. She dedicated her life to work with underage communities, אוכלוסיות מוחלשות. And Michal didn't know that she's in danger. Why? Because there was no physical violence in their relationship. Michal wrote her whole life in diaries. She loved reading and writing all her life since she was first grade. And there was a trial, murder trial of Michal. The murderer, he was sentenced for life for murder. And I was the last person to see her alive. I was with Michal an hour and a half before the murder. I was a witness in my sister's murder trial. I have 3 boys. They know a murderer. It's something you can't explain. It's something that, like my sister Liat said, What is the connection between murder and to us? This is something you see on TV. Before the murder, I didn't even knew one story for real of domestic violence. Today, in the past 3 years, every day, it's much closer to us than we would like to think. One of the hardest things I found is that we could have saved her. She died for nothing. And why? Because I found out that it's all patterns. It's all the same story over and over and over and over. It's all the same story all over the world. The patterns are the same patterns. And my expertise that I developed after what happened to us is with the transparent violence, the emotional violence that can be lethal. Half of the femicide, of the women being murdered in their own home, there was no physical violence. Half of the murders, no physical violence. The first stab was the last. The first hit was the last hit. But what were the signs? There are signs. The thing is that you not necessarily know to understand that this is life-threatening signs. Although all the knowledge is out there with the experts. The domestic violence experts, they have all the knowledge with them. And as a very, someone very high rank in the police, רמ"ח נפגעי עבירה במטה הארצי של המשטרה, this officer, she told me, after the murder, she told me, if Michal would come to us, to the police, she would know she's in danger and we would send her to a shelter. And I was like, what? How could you know my sister was in danger? There was no physical violence. Yes, we know to find it, even if there is no physical violence. And this is why I built Michal Sela Forum. Our goal is saving life by prediction, to prevent murder of women and children in their own home, to prevent domestic violence with innovation, with technology. We are working to bring this field of domestic violence to 2023. This field, I found that this field of domestic violence, although so many families, children, and women paid for their life in this terrible war, although this is life and death, there is no prevention. Actually, I found out this is the only field that it's life and death and there is no prevention. Because if you take other fields like car accidents, like cancer, like, so many, terror, you take other phenomena that it's life and death and you see always prevention and you see technology, that they use technology, that they publish the signs. We want to save ourselves, we want to live. We put a seat belt when we go to our car, we put sun lotion when we go outside. We want to protect ourselves. But how can you protect yourself from something you don't know? It's life and death maybe, like what happened to Michal. Michal didn't know she's in danger. The only time Michal wrote in her diary that she's afraid from her husband, it was a few minutes before he killed her. She wrote in her diary a few minutes before he killed her. We know this because few papers in this diary before, she wrote when she was with me. So we have the last words she wrote. And this was the only place he ripped the last 2 pages from her diary. The police used machine to find what she wrote. And over there, this is the only place she wrote she's afraid, when it was too late. So in Michal Sela Forum, our dream is to bring you to the table of finding solution to save lives of women and children in their own home. Our dream is to harness, to recruit people from the high-tech industry, people from homeland security industry, so they can sit together with domestic violence experts, with survivors, and think outside of the box and develop new solutions to save lives. I'm happy to tell you that in the past 3 years, we are growing very fast. And there is interest from all over the world. I was already in the UN in Geneva, and we had an event in the UN in New York, and last November I was in Brazil, and this week I'm going to Belgrade, and on June I'm going to Canada, and we duplicated our work in Australia and in South Africa, etc. People from all over the world are coming to us to learn what we're doing, because this field of domestic violence is neglected and is very primitive all over the world. Shelters is a primitive solution. So what are we doing? This May, we are holding the biggest hackathon, the first hackathon, the only hackathon for preventing domestic violence with technology. I'm inviting you to participate. It's for free and it's very big. It's last year we did it 3 times already. It's on Michal's birthday on May. She's supposed to be 36 this May. And last May we had 85 teams. We had 137 ideas. And then we have winners and we have prizes and it's fun. We are bringing pizza and swag and I would love that you'll join and publish the information about our hackathon, Michal Sela Safe at Home Hackathon. The final is with the president in the President House. Google is our first sponsor, partner, and we have other companies sponsoring this event. After the hackathon ends, we're offering the participant to join an accelerator that we're doing with Google for Startups for 3 months. And after this, we have an alumni program, which you can also be part of as mentors. You can help our entrepreneurs to take another step in their entrepreneurship. So I will present you 3 examples of startups that was born on Michal Sela Forum programs. First, Tova Katz startup called Abuser. Tova Katz survived herself domestic violence, and she said the biggest problem is to understand that what you're experiencing. There is the gaslighting. So her app, you download it, and it takes your WhatsApp with your boyfriend, and it tells you like red, green, red, like a ramzor, like a red light, red, yellow, and green, your relationship with him, so you can see with the machine, and you have verification for what you're thinking, what happened in 1 week, in 1 month, your conversation, the way he talks to you. Tova needs your help. She needs big data of conversation between couples. So if you can help, please, you can contact us with our organization here or by our website. So this, her app is Abuser. The second app, the capsule of Adik Riaf. The capsule allows you to give something that happened to you to her app. It's encrypted. If you had violence, someone was violent towards you and you don't want to go to the police, you can report in this app. The app cross other complaints. It's all encrypted and it finds a serial attacker. My sister was murdered by Eliran Malul. After he has no files in the police. Also the government doesn't know both of them. After the murder, 6 of his ex-girlfriends came to the police. After the murder. So the capsule could have saved Michal. And the third app is Lital Ben Ezra. Her app is Protect Me. It's not an app. It's a ring with spray. Pepper spray. The regular pepper spray is designed for men. You hold it. Also, although most of the people use it is women. So she designed someone that is fashionable. It's a ring, and nobody can take it from your hand. And you can do like this and spray. There is a spray from this. So Lital Ben Ezra is and we have today 15 startups like this one that they are in our alumni program. Thank you very much. Our goal is 0 femicide per year. May her memory be a revolution. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lily, for coming here today and for everything you do to make women's lives better and safer. And I want to say that the content you have on your website, on your Facebook page, I think it can save lives, and I recommend anyone who's not already following to do so and to keep in touch. And thank you in general to all technologists who work to make people's lives better. Okay, we will shortly start our program, and it's really an incredible one. We have here today 12 speakers who will talk about their state-of-the-art work across different domains of data science, NLP and image processing for healthcare, network algorithms to find love, improving models, and more. We have 11 roundtables with the hottest topics. And we have this year something new. We have 2 roundtables that will be about being a manager in data science. This is something that shows how our community, the community of data science in Israel is evolving and growing. And other than that, we have 6 posters that we recommend that you all check out during breaks. They're really amazing. I invite you all to continue and grow your community and grow other communities. And before we start, let's take a quick photo to get the day started.